There's been such a mess in here for so long that I kind of forgot what it looks like to not be messy back there. Like, I still have a lot of tidying up to do, but how did I let that get so bad? How did it happen? Anyway, hello. We're going to finish these worms, I think, right? I'm going to go over here. We made it to, I really enjoyed the vampiric worm. I've enjoyed all of the worms, except for the heuristic worm, only because I really feel like I missed the point. I kind of want to like get through the whole worm and then go play the heuristic again, just because I just feel like I missed the point. Okay, where did we make it? We made it to vampiric. Vampiric worm. They call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? Okay, well, we got galactic worms back there. That still works, right? Okay, I have not done puzzles such as this for some time, but let's see how we do. Galaxy puzzle. I couldn't even think of the name for a second. Okay. Divide the grid into galaxies, orthogonally connected groups of cells that have 180-degree rotational symmetry around their centers. I've been working in radians all day, so to me that's pi. They have pi radians rotational symmetry. All cells must be part of a galaxy. No two galaxies overlap. And digits in galaxies do not repeat and must sum to. Okay. Right. Their centers marked with a small star. All cells must be part of a galaxy. No galaxies overlap. Digits in galaxies do not repeat and must sum to the small group given, etc. So we do know, right? Like we can do, isn't this a true thing that we can do? That we know all of these galaxies function like this. Oops. Is this a true... What did I forget? Did I skip a color? Probably. Let's have another pink one. So I did that one out of order anyway. I guess we could have a gray galaxy. And of course we need our digits from the previous puzzle, right? The previous puzzle being vampiric, and vampiric being the next, which is here, 2, 4, 6, 3. 2, 4, 6, 3. Right? Vampiric. Next. No. That's wrong. Chaotic. Chaotic is next. Okay. Sorry. Chaotic next. That's funny. It is. No. That's not right. Good grief. I'm falling apart. It is vampiric. Wait. Vampiric into galactic. It's vampiric into galactic. I don't know why I'm confusing myself here. It was 2, 4, 6, 3 up into here, which is 2, 4, 6, 3, right? So digits in galaxies do not repeat. So what do we know about the world? We know like this person doesn't go anywhere, right? But this doesn't have like any of those additional galactic rules, like the census rules. Is that what they were called? So we really just have these two digits. And this really could just be 2 digits. And this really could just be a 9. And this really could just be a singular person. So how do we... It's challenging for anybody else to get in here other than pink, right? Because if blue tried to go up in there, then that means blue would try to go down like this, and that's not allowed. Is that true? That this piece would rotate 180 degrees and would interfere with that. So I think this needs to be pink, because obviously this can't grow. So that pinkifies this, which pinkifies this, which means this can be green. In fact, it has to be green, right? Because if this were to grow, this can't grow this way. If this is going to grow, it could do this, But as soon as it did this, it would hit the gray person, which is just not a good color. Let's just repink that, maybe. Right? Like, so doesn't that kind of indicate that this, if it can't be orange, it has to be green. And that means green is gonna like little tetrasify itself over here. This person can only be orange because of this. So this person must be orange. Therefore, this person must be orange. And that, you're done. Orange is done. There could be a 1 in it, or it could be 2, 3, 4 to sum to the 9. This is 4 digits summing to 14, which is not tremendously exciting. Right? This digit, who could you be? Did I break the puzzle? Or can this only be red? Maybe that's what it is. It can't be orange because it can't, because they're bounded. Orange and green are both bounded. It can't be blue because it would fall off the edge of the map. And pink can't go up. But it's got to belong to somebody, right? And so the only person it could belong to is red, I think. Digits don't repeat in here. Now, we can't do this, so this is blue, dark blue. This then must be hunter green. This then must be yellow, right? Like let's see who else could get in here except for yellow. And I think you're blue. Does that seem like a true statement? So there's no repeats inside inside these people, and some of them do have 6 cells. So some of these are just going to be like a full arrangement of digits, right? And they're not like, they don't have to be consecutive or anything, right? Orthogonally connected, must be part of a galaxy, no galaxies overlap, they do not repeat, and must sum the small clue. So it's not like Renbanish rules or anything. So we do know, for example, that the 4 then is here or here. And if the 4 were in here with the 9 cage, would it have to be 2, 3, 4? Mm-hmm. We'd know that this is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. We know that the 4 must appear in here. So our big friends are these 2. 3 already makes an appearance. We know those are... Oh, right. I gotta remember that these are 6 digits. It's a little bit hard to make 14. So the most you can make with 3... No, let me think about that. Sorry. One, 2, 3, 4 is 10. The other end of the spectrum is 3, 4, 5, 6, but that can be, oops. No 3's in the corner. That can be 11, 15, 18. But if you don't have a 6, can you do it? Okay, maybe I got excited over nothing. I was just... That's 9. So 5, 4, 3, 2 does do it. Right? That would be a way to make 14, but I don't know if I think that matters. But those are the only places where we know. I mean, we know there's obviously no repetitions, but there's not many opportunities for... There's not many restrictions in terms of like what the arrangement of digits can be beyond these 2 that need all 6 and these 2 that have like a constrained sum. So the ways to make 9 in a puzzle like this, you could have 1, 2, 6, and you could have 2, 3, 4, and you could have 5, 1, 3. Like there's lots of options. What very obvious thing am I not considering? Like, it would be kind of nice. We know that these two digits make a pair here and here. We just don't know what this digit is, right? Like we know that this is a pair here and here, but and we know that this digit is there or there. We know that digit must appear in red as well. We know, for example, that this digit must appear up there in blue because all those digits have to be in blue. This digit... Yeah... Is there some very obvious thing about 14 here that I'm missing? 15. Like, do I have to have... I don't have to have a 6 to make 14. Is there some very obvious thing here that I'm missing about who makes up those? I don't know. This digit must appear in red, right? Yeah, we said that these two digits are these two digits, but I don't really know what to do with that. The 4 here would mean these needed to sum to 5, but that's doesn't feel very consequential. One thing about, like, if this digit did appear here, like we've said that these two digits appear in here and here. If this digit appeared here, this digit must also appear in blue. So that rules out these and these, but I think it's still fine for 4 to appear in there. Then you need a 3. What's my problem? No repeating, must sum to the small clue if given. I guess that means we do know there's a 3 here, right? That's a thing we know because 3 will not repeat here. That's the only place that we can find a 3. We do know we need a 3 in here. We do know we need a 3 in here. Is there anybody else like that that is... Like this digit is here and here and here, or could it be? Like all the little ziggy-zaggies give me pause. Ziggy-zaggy? Right. This digit definitely is this digit, right? Like this digit, where does this digit appear in row 4? This digit is not in the same box and it's not in Redland, but it has this digit must appear in row 4. That means that this digit is this digit, right? However a person might want to like denote that. This digit must appear here, and that means 4 must do the same, but that places the 4. And then that means this is a 5 in 2 digits, and it's not 1 4. So this is definitely a 2 3, and we place the 3. There's probably a nicer way to see that, but I like that. I mean, it makes total sense that it was somebody that was like peeking around. Just don't know that that was like actually the most elegant way to consider things. We know that 4 is going to make an appearance here or here. It's just, and 4 must appear in that neighborhood. We've said that this digit and this digit are certainly the same digit. We know that this is a 1 5 6 triple, and that 6 is already in this box. So we do end up with a 6 over here. In fact, I mean, I don't know why I didn't pencil mark this 100 years ago. This is a 1 5 pair. And that means Okay, this is probably the actual place you're supposed to part. Good grief. I've done that on every puzzle so far. You've given 4 digits on everything since the first puzzle. You've given 4 digits, and I've just not pencil marked in the other 2. We get a 1-5 there, which forbids the 1-5 there. So that's a 6, and this is the other half of the 1-5 pair. And that seems cool. And 2 then is in here. So we need the 6, and it's not there. So that is the 6. We've unsixified that. It means in box 1 and in blue land, the 6 is there. 6 is here. 6 must make an appearance in red. 6 is not here because this is not 6. So this is the 6. And 6... Uh-oh. Broke the puzzle. It's broken. I broke the puzzle. Shoot, where did I break it? Just now? Or earlier? Uh-oh. I hope my, Let's back up here. I feel reasonably confident that this is correct, but I don't actually know. But now that we know this, let's just go back here. And know that this digit sees everything in here except for this, right? So this digit is a 6. That much is true. And then we need 1, 3, 5 here. And do I still believe this to be true, though, that this digit must appear in this row? It's not in there, and it's not there. So I do still believe that it is true, that is true. And this digit must appear in this row, and it's not in red. And it's not this digit, because that would be 4 in red again. So that's 4. Is that not right? Was there another way to do this? We're supposed to sum to 9. Are we happy now? No, I broke the puzzle. Wait, did I not like copy over the digits correctly or something? That would be very funny. Next, 2, 2, 4, 6, 3. What did I put? 2, 4, 6, 3. Galactic comes... Oh, did I do something very funny? Oh no, Blobz. Did I not refresh the page? I bet I didn't refresh this page. This is probably the old link. DXS. Okay, that's 1000% my fault. My fault. You told me to refresh the page and I just didn't do it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We know where to start anyway. So we have our next. It's 2, 4, 6, 3. How long have I been streaming? 20 minutes? Yikes. Okay, it's gonna be fine now. Now I understand everything. I understand everything. I think my colors were actually right though. Should I have kept my colors? That's fine. We'll redo the colors. I see that's a different number now. Okay, so we need 2, 4, 6, 3. 2, 4, 6, 3, right? 2, 4, 6. That's not right. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 3. The next puzzle after Vampiric is Galactic. Vampiric, Galactic. Next, 2, 4, 6, 3. 2, 4, 6, 3. Okay, this is a 1, 5. I feel confident in that. Okay, let's just color these quickly. And I think I can do this. I mean, the coloration was not very intense. I think we can manage. Okay. So we said pink couldn't get up in here, so this has to be blue, right? That's a thing that we claimed, because if pink comes up here, it has to go down as well. And now blue, actually blue kind of could be there and there. But nobody can get up here. Red can't get up here, and green can't get up here, because then we have this problem. So this is dark green, so this can't be blue. So this must be pink. This must be pink. Red is not going to make it up to here, and green can't come down, so this must be light green and light green. This means these must be red. This, I think we said it only worked like this. This person cannot grow anywhere. This person must grow like this. This person must grow like this. Okay. And this still sees everything in here. So this is a 6, and this is 1, 5, 3. I still think that this is this. So that this is this. Are we good here? Okay. So now we're summing to 11. So we need these digits must sum to 7. So we've got a different consideration here. So what do we do now? 4 digits. Now we're trying to sum to 15. The 4 is just here. 3 must be up here. Do we have any opinions about what this digit is? I don't remember. The 6. We do have to have a 6 in here. But right now, that's what it. Right. Okay. 6 in here is not here. It's not here. It's not here because it would see there. So it must be here. So is this where we were? No. Oh no, what did I do wrong? Shoot. Wait, are we good? What did I do? Let's do that one more time. We made the claim that this digit must be here. Wait, did I rule out a 6 that made no sense? I'm sorry. Sorry. This 6 is not here. That's not 6. This isn't 6, but this could be. Sorry. Were this to be 6, this would be 1. So that's not actually as constrained as I thought. I was mistaken. Maybe that was like more constrained in the previous incarnation. So there's no 6 in there, but that's just not really restricted. This person, we did decide that this person exists over here. That's a true statement. This exists here. Could you something more exciting than that? This digit definitely appears here. It definitely appears in there. Whatever that digit is. And it appears here. And I don't know what else that I know about that digit. We talked a little bit about we need 2 over here, 2 and a 4, and then one of the digits from here. What, a 1 or a 5? Yeah, 2 or 4, and it's the other half of this 1 5. Okie dokie. Did the rules change at all? Does not appear to be so. We do know that this sums to 21, right? And so we know that this sums to 15. So this sums to 6. So this is 1 5 or 2 4. So there's definitely not a 2 or there's definitely not a 3 in there. There's not a 3 or a 6 in here. It's 1 5 or 2 4. It's 1 5 or it's 2 4. And we see the 4 here, so this is not 2. And the 6 then is in this neighborhood. There's still lots of options over here. I mean, we know there's a 6 over here, I guess. We know there's a 6 in here, very specifically. The 3 has a little more leeway, but the 6 we do know is in there. And then we have 3 digits that must sum to 9 that include a 3. So there is a 6 and a 3 in here summing to 9, and then there's 2 other digits that sum to 6, which is the other pair of what's in there. So that's not a super meaningful statement. We know we need everybody in here, and we've just said 6 is up here, right? So 6 is not here or here. So 6 is definitely in here, which means this is not 6. So this is 6, not 6, 6. I think that's true. I hope it's true. Who else really needs to make an appearance? The 4, we had to have a 4 in here, but it's got options. There's no 4 here, no 4 there or there. But the 4 can kind of sneak in on little cat feet. It does mean that this is not a 4. I mean, you know, we said this is the other half of that. There's something there that sums to 6, but it doesn't seem very useful yet. The 3. Oh no. Oh, 6 0 4. That's 10. That's 11. If this is not a 1, this is not a 5. So we have a 2 3 5 triple now, and 2 3 5. This can't be the 3. So that's a 2 5 pair. That's a 3. You're not a 3. So we get the 1 5 pair that everybody's been talking about, and this is a 4 along with the rest of that. We still have some possibility of 6ness here. We know there's a 2 in here. But I don't really know what that means. We know that 1 must exist here. We saw the 6. The 4. Right. 4 in here. It's not in there. It's not there. 4's in one of those 2 places. But it has to make an appearance in green. So this is never 4, for example. So up here, we can never have 4 there. If I put 4 here, it rules out 4 fully in this box. So that's not 4. But it seems like those could be 4. 11, 3, that's 15. That's also... Uh-oh, did I make a mistake? That was 11. No, that's 14. Plus 7, 21. I think that's okay. I hope so. Is there some other, like, digit repetition thing? Oh, right. 1. 1 has to... Right. 1 needs to appear in orange. And it's not in here. And it's not here. And it's not here. So that is the 1. You are not the 1. And then this is a 5 can be here or here. So this little complement is 2 3 5, 2 3 5, but 5 can't be here. You're also 2 3 5 because this is the same digit, but 2 can't actually be in either one of those. So that's not 2, but also this is not 2. You're part of a 2 3 5. You are this digit. No. Yes, yeah. This digit does not appear in orange again. Doesn't appear here. So it is here. So this is only a 2 or a 3. 2 3 5 triple, which checks out because we said that was the arrangement. Well. 2 3. I don't know. Making things complicated. So we're fine over here. This, do we know anything yet? I don't know. This digit appears here, right? Because this digit cannot appear in green again, and it cannot appear there, so it must be here. So this digit is this digit is this digit, right? I don't know how to tell you this. Like, these three digits are the same. So that digit does appear up here, but it doesn't quite resolve. It appears over here, but it doesn't seem to quite resolve. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there. Well, okay. 1 is here. We do have to have a 1 in green, and it's not here. And it's not here, and it's not here. So that is 1. And that isn't 1. We're getting a bit closer to having some understanding of oneness, but it seems like it still has a little bit of room to slither. 4 in green is not here. Not here. Where is 4 in... Wait, 4 in here. Is in one of those spots. I don't want to pencil mark across the page. 2, 3, 5. Okay, I'm sure I'm supposed to be thinking about these given sums because they're given to me, right? And that probably a thing that we need. So in terms of threes, because we know there is a 3 here, there also has to be a 3 in here. If this is a 3, there's a 3 up here. I'm trying to convince myself that there was a secret pair, but actually there is. Oh, do I know where this digit is anywhere else? Unclear. Okay, I'm sure. Uh-oh. Okay, wasn't bad news. This digit in here, this 3, 5, unfortunately it could be that 5, I guess. It's not there. It just doesn't really sneak in. This digit definitely appears here, but it feels like it could be the 1. Maybe it's likely that it's the 1 even. This digit must appear here. This digit must appear here. I mean, obviously all 3 of these digits must appear here. Like this 2, 5 is down here somewhere. Of course, inside of green. The 6 is here. Okay. Sorry, I've now distracted myself thinking about work. I'm not supposed to be working. I mean, I am supposed to be working, but I'm supposed to be solving this puzzle, not working. 3, 4, 5 up here. Is there not... I feel like something's going on that I am just not appreciating. We know these people are the same. We know these people are the same. We know that this person must appear here, right? Like, we know that this person is over here because it's already in green. But it's down here, and we still have the 2-3-ness is just possible. It's a possible statement. Okay. Well, do we need to just think about this a little bit, like where digits go? We've got to place 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We know 6 is down here, so this is just 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It's really not very helpful. I mean, because of course all of this is 2, 3, 4, 5. This digit's appearance, I mean, it's certainly here or here. It's actually, okay, that's a little bit interesting. This, we have said 6 must appear in here. This digit must also appear in here. Like, whatever this digit is, this pair is this, right? Like, this digit has to make an appearance, and 6 has to make an appearance. So there is a world in which this is a 4, and this is a 4-6 pair. So this digit is in here. Does that help with anything? I mean, it just has too many options. We know it's not 1 or 6. We know like the other digit, like, you know, 3 and 4 see this digit, but the 6 could be here and this digit could be here. This digit is in here or here. It is 4. That's very interesting. Okay, I'm going to walk through this again and make sure I actually thought through it correctly. 6, we have said, must make an appearance in here, and it's not here, right? So 6 is absolutely in here. This digit, which is not 6, must also be in here. So this is a pair. It's a pair of these, right? Now, these digits, these 2 digits must also appear in here. And the 6 is here. So this digit, sorry, down here, like on the, you know, in, I guess that's box 4 on row 4. The other digit, this digit must appear down here. It's not here and it's not a 6. So it has to be 4. It's only 4. So that is 4, and that is 4, and that is 6. I will claim to you. Doesn't mean it's right, but I will claim it. That, I don't know if that was the right way to do that, but I thought that was very cool. That feels like a, I don't know why, this is silly to say. That felt like a SCOJO deduction. That felt less like a deduction that I would normally make, and more like a SCOJO deduction. The 3 there, I'm sure there was an easy way to see that, but I think that was actually very cool. That, like, I didn't know what these were, and I didn't know what these were, but I knew they were these. That is a very satisfying, even if it was wrong. 3, 5, 3, the 5. That one was very cool. Even though I blew it for 20 minutes by like doing the wrong puzzle. So we'll just ignore that. Or like doing the old link. Sorry, after you very specifically told me to, but I really liked that one. And it was like, felt like the galactic part felt, that was its own little satisfying treat, but the solve was like very different. What we actually had to figure out was much more complicated. I'm sure there was an easier path. We'll say my path. Okay, exothermic. Do I have time for this now? No, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we need to go from galactic to exothermic. And our next is 1, 5, 2, 6. And that's 1, 5, 2, 6, which means, let's just do this thing that I forget to do every time, that this is a 3, 4 pair. And that's fine in terms of this. It does put a little bit of pressure on this. This is 3, 4. So this must be 4 or 5, and this must be 5 or 6, right? 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. And this 5 sees this so that it just is a 4. That just is a 3. That is just is a 4. And then this could be a 5 or a 6. We get a triple here that is 1, 3, 5. And we get a triple here that is 2, 4, 6. So it just evens and odds. 2, 4, 6. And we see that we can't have a 2 here. You could still have a 2 here with a 1 here. You still could have a 5 here with a 6 here. But you could never have a 2 here because there's not 2 digits that are lower than it. You can never have a 6 here, of course. So this is less than 4. 1, 2, 3. I should have actually paid attention. We're doing 6 regions, each consisting of 6 orthogonally connected cells. Each row, column, and region must contain 1 to 6. Oh, it's like chaos thermometers. Long thermometers decrease as they move away from the bulb. It's wholly contained within its region. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6. So we can color our regions. I'm having trouble coloring the regions. 1, 2. My coloring strategy was a little silly. I have a new strategy, but I'm not going to redo it. Okay, so those are our regions. And like this region this has to be a 6 because it just has to fit everything. Or am I not understanding? Because then how does this work? Divide the grid into 6 regions, each consisting of 6 orthogonally connected cells. Each row, column, and region must contain the digits. Along thermometer, digits increase as they move away from the bulb. Each thermometer is wholly contained within its region. So does that mean that a region can have more than 1 thermometers? More than 1 per thermometer? Wholly contained within its region. Because this little 9x9 is fully bounded by thermometers, right? Unless we're allowed to do this. No, regions are orthogonally connected. So we can't do that. Okay, so it's not true to say, like, does that mean that seems to say that regions can have, I mean, it doesn't say there's 1 thermometer per region. It's just that each thermometer is wholly contained within its region. That's a little bit ambiguous in my reading. I mean, it seems to have to be true because we just couldn't have 2 6x6s fully enclosed here. So it seems to have to be true that it is possible for thermometers to share a region. Okay. I don't quite know how to deal with that. Oh, excuse me. So who is constrained? I don't exactly know how to think about this. Within its region. I mean, I guess maybe just the phrasing of that makes like within its region sounds a little bit like it's 1-to-1. Like every thermometer has a region, but it doesn't seem to be true. Huh. I mean, it seems like there's gonna have to be some sharing. Oh, of course. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 thermometers. They obviously share. I'm just being obtuse. So you could have 2, 6 here with 4. You could have. These seem happy. How do we begin to think about this? It's 4 up here. Like, this is just, it's not a 6. Seems like it could be a 5, though. I mean, 6, 5, 4. So this could be 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, but not 3 or 4. But that doesn't necessarily affect the citizens below. I mean, we have a 1 in here, like a 1 and a 2, and then whatever goes on with our friends in the sky above. There's no 6s here. There could be a 5 here, but it does mean 6 is up here. Like, we know 6 is up here, but I just hesitate to pencil mark because we just don't know the region, the region hood. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. With the 5, but I don't know what to do about the 5. Okay, so I'm gonna check this message. Hopefully it's a good message. They call me Doctor. Ooh. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I'm interested in things. Okay, what do we need to do? 3s, 2s. How do we think about this? I mean, maybe I need to get back to thinking about regions, and I just like scared myself off of regions. Oh, excuse me. Should I reconsider my regionhood, my regency? Possibly. Perhaps. Perhaps. 7 region. Like, there's definitely a desire to just connect those, but you could do this even, right? And have those 2 regions connect. Is there going to be a region that has no thermometers in it? Like, couldn't we have a thermometerless region and run region with 2 thermometers? Seems possible. This is a 1, 2, 3 triple, right? That's a thing that's true. This just can't be 6, but it could be 5. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can't be 6. Obviously it isn't 3 or 4, but it seems like it could be 5 if this is 6, because nothing really seems to be preventing that. 2, 6 here. One of these is 6, but that doesn't matter. you're not 6 also, right? This is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 up here. Do we gotta? It's just 1, 2, 5, 6, right? What's the right way? I guess we have to think about coloring, even though I've like frightened myself away. At least 2 thermometers share a region, but that, what does that mean? It means that 2 thermometers share a region. Does that mean we have to have a leftover, or is it possible for like, okay, I'm gonna struggle to articulate this. I think this is the only place that we can have a thermometerless region, right? Like, I think this is the only contiguous set of 6 orthogonally connected cells, right? So then you have to like ask if each thermometer has a region, at least one shares. So it doesn't have to share it perfectly though, does it? Meaning, like, just, I guess what I'm trying to decide is like, is this forced to be a region? Like, or because we know there is sharing, or is it still possible to have this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Well, that's not right, actually. Oh, it's more complicated than that. Right. Okay, these people matter because this, right, interesting. This person, I think, is unreachable. Because, like, whatever this is, we've got to take one of these two at least, because it has to be orthogonally connected. Same thing, we've got to take at least one of these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've already spoken 4, 5, so we can only reach that far. It's going to be the same thing here. We have to take one of these two. We have to take one of these two. So these actually can't reach here. And I think the same thing is true for you. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You also, this is a region that no thermometer can reach. And because of that, because no thermometer can touch, sorry, this is a cell. This is a cell that no thermometer can touch. Like their region cannot reach this. I guess what I'm trying to say is this is a region that is not able to share itself with thermometers. Is that true? Where am I? Exothermic dualistic. Oops. Does that make, am I making any sense? I think because no thermometer is able to reach this, this is a region that is thermometerless, and then by virtue of that, it just has to be its own region. And that means that it has to be, wait, no, that's too many cells. Shoot. That's 7. I still stand by that it has to be its own region, but it's very hard to say what it does or doesn't take. Because it takes 6 of these 7 cells, right? If it didn't take this cell, it would not be able to live. So it does have to take this. But then it gets a little complicated in terms of who it actually takes. And it's a little complicated because this is possible, right? And I think that whoever this person is, like, I don't think this person can share a region with this person, because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's not a way to make that work. So this person is different than this color and different than that color. Like, this person is different. This person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This person's got to be different too, right? This person, I think it's the same problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got to fix this 6. It doesn't work. This is a different person. This person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is no good because we still have to fix those diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is no good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually works. That one I think is actually okay. This person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This person's a different person, I think. Who's gonna reach this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6. It's all broken. You have to be dark blue, I'm gonna say. That's valid though. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can only fix one or the other. I think you have to be red. Now, it gets a little tricky here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I mean, maybe this is where like digit repetition becomes a big problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 somewhere. This person I think did work here. Like, we can't, right, this has to be green. This must be green. So it's not blue. If we take this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is possible if this was a... Okay, it can't be. If we tried to make this... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we tried to make this green... If we tried to make this digit green, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we would need a 1, which is fine. Oh, excuse me. But we would need a 2, which is not possible. So that can't be green. So this must be blue. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for dark blue. And that means this is not 1, and that means this is the other half of a 3, 5 pair. This now must connect here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What we're missing is a 6. You're not 3. Excuse me, but that 6 could happen some places. This is going to have to connect here. You must be orange. Orange. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you are done. Don't ever talk to me again. You're finished. This town's finished. Right? That's a satisfactory region. Oh, there's a 5 in here already. That is 6. So it's actually a 1, 2 that we're looking for to complete green. And it could be here or here or here, I guess. This town's finished. Right, can't be here because we need the other half of this 1, 2 pair, and there's a 1, 2 here. So this is dark green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is just all that's available to dark green. Orange must go there. 6 must be here. you're 5, therefore you're not 5. You're not 5. You're not 4 then. I broke the puzzle. This person didn't get their other one too. Or wrong. Let's back up. This felt okay. Oh, I was wrong. Sorry. Oh no. Gosh, I was wrong this far back. Oh no. Wait, really? How was I wrong that far back? I just wrote in the... Are you serious? One of my was it this was wrong? Wait, did I copy the numbers wrong? Good grief. Why am I so bad at Sudoku? Exothermic comes after galactic. I need to copy the galactic rules. I'm going to like I need galactic into exothermic. Galactic's next is 1, 5, 2, 6. 1, 5, 2, 6. 3, 4 pair. 6, 5, 4. 5, 4, 3. That was 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, right? And I put a 4 here. What else could that be? Oh. No, that's not true. Wait, what? I was about to say it could be a different region, but it's not. Thermometers are in a single region. This is not a box. This is not a box. Oh my gosh, that's very funny. That's very funny. That thing that I just did, I did because I because I didn't do it anywhere else, but it's wrong. It's not right here. This is not a box. Okay, sorry about that. I'm sorry. Okay, very bad. That's embarrassing. It's funny. It's one of those things where it's like I kept missing it, and so I convinced myself, this is the time I'm going to do it, and I do it in the case where it's totally wrong. Totally wrong. 6, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not 1. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6 is actually right. That's not 5 though. So that's not 4 though. So this is 2, 3, and I think that's where I got screwed up. This is anything under 6 that's not a 2. Right? Okay. Anyway, I stand by this, I think. I think I stand by that. I think I stand by most of my... I think I stand by all of my coloring, except for like we didn't know about some of the folks down there, right? But this definitely didn't include this. This definitely didn't include this. This was a different person. Right? My coloring's bad. Screwed it up. This was definitely a different person. Right? This is where we got a bit confused. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. This was a different person. And then it was these where we were like not sure about things. But we knew this had to be orange. And we knew that this had to be pink. That all checks out, I believe. Then what did we say? We said that we don't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got to get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue has to get out of here, I guess I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By at least 1. Oops. I'm not sure we know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but we said we couldn't get in here though, right? With this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves this broken. So this was dark. I think we said the same thing here for red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves that broken. So this is red. I think we said that and we felt somewhat comfortable with it. We said that if we tried to make this pink, didn't something weird happen? No, it's if we tried to make this pink. But that's before we could put a 2 here. So I think that's not really true. 6, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have to get a 1, we have to get a 2. But this could be the 2. Didn't we have some reasoning there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6. It couldn't do that actually, but you could do that. That's embarrassing that I screwed this up in a very silly way. Right. The problem was we convinced ourselves that this was 4, and that was not a true statement. We do need a 1 and a 2 in here, though. So does this 1 belong to you? What does it mean if I do that? If I take this 1, the 6 is here, and the 2 is here. And that's not that big of a deal. Does this cause problems if I try to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue does have to get a 5. Blue does need a 1. And the 6 over here. Oh, it's not here. I don't like those pencil marks. We did say that this had to be green, right? Because otherwise we don't have access to these if we don't go through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 6 or 6 is still valid. And I think that's the same here. One of the 2 of you at least must be green. What do we know about this person sharing, or this person sharing, or these people sharing? Not entirely sure. Okay. Well, do we not actually know very much about this? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, but this is still possible, I think. But can you join red? You couldn't join red because that would be too much. And you couldn't join orange because that would be too much. So, and you couldn't join there. So you are a color that is different, but you could be green is the problem. So let me think about it another way. Let's not color this one. Let's color this one. And then we got to just think about what this person is able to be. This person is not blue because it would require 7. So this is definitely not blue. Feels like it could be red. Feels like it could be orange. Oh, sorry, green. Feels like it's red or green. It's not its own person. It is red or green. It just can't survive down here alone. It must be red or green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's green, blue could still come in there. If it's red, it's ended. I want you. We said it can't be blue ever. This is never blue. So that means blue cannot just do this. So blue can only go as far as there. So this is blue. And that means this is not a 1. That's true. So we have a 1, 2, 6. So this digit is from 3, 4, 5 as well. So we do have a 1 over here. Which means if 1 is here, the blue can't take it, but we could have 1 here. If blue takes this is a 3, 4, 5 triple, and this is a 1, and then blue is finished. A 6 and a 4, and then a digit from 2 or 3. 2, 3, 4, 6. And you are not a 6. And you are not a 2. But you could, it feels like you could be 3. You can't be 3 because if we put a 3 here, this would have to be 2 and this would be broken. So that's definitely not a 3. That's 3, but this could still be 4, 6. 2, 3. The other half of the 2, 3 pairs over here. This can only be 2 if that's 1. If this is 3, this is 1. If this is 4, you could have 3 there perhaps. We know there's a 1 in here. This is only from 1, 2, or 3. Has to be. So we do need 3, 4, 5. The other 3, 4, 5 digit. Like this person needs a 5. It doesn't come from anywhere in here. It could be here, maybe. If this was a 3, 4 pair and the 5 was up here. This is low digits that aren't 2. Not very exciting. This is also 1, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I'm very bad at this puzzle. If this were green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Red would have to do that. If this were green. Also, if this were green, it would be done. Maybe. I think unfortunately blue could still get in there. Right? But if it were green, then orange, for example, gets bumped out here. I just don't know how much that matters. The annoying thing is most of these are dark green. I feel fairly sure. Where's the restriction? 4, 3, 2. This is 4, 3, 2, 5. We need a 1 and a 6. 2, 3, 4. Just needs to grow. This is certainly not pink, but if it's, maybe I'm wrong. It still feels like it could be green. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 would be in here. This would be all green. This digit, unfortunately, I feel like could be orange or pink or whatever this is, or maybe green. Is there a world in which this isn't green? Yes, it's this world. And we have places to put 6s. We have places to put 5s, so it does work. 3, 4, 5. What is there? What? Do we know anything about you? Oh, One and 2 are up there. And this is 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not that big of a deal. Into 1's in here. Need 6's up here. It feels like the point kind of is the... This is never blue. But it feels like it could be red or green. Or that seems... Who's okay? Like, I would like to know that you weren't red, actually, would be helpful to me. If this is orange, then these all have to be orange, right? And that seems fine. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, shucks. What are we doing here? I feel like I lost thread a little bit. I'm internally a little distracted, unfortunately. So, we have the 2, 3 pairs here. So this is a 4, 5, 6. Oh no, sorry, it's a 4, 6 pair. Oh, it's a triple with 4, 6, and 2 or 3. And so, if we put 4 here, this is 6, this is 2 or 3, and this is 1. In that scenario. Is it hard for this to be true, just in terms of like lowness and highness? That's sort of an interesting consideration. But I think there's RAM. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Oof. Oh my gosh, that's not 5. Good grief. You're not 5. You're not 4. You're not 3. Good grief. Awesome. That's embarrassing. We're looking for a 1, and we're looking for the other half of the 4, 6. Gosh, that's embarrassing. Did that help us learn anything? I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's not 2, 3. And this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now in terms of what we need to find for this person, we have to find that, and we have to find the 1. If we took this, we would have to find a 1 somewhere. If we took this digit, if this was pink, then that's okay. This is just a 4, 6 pair. But we still have to find a 1 somewhere. And it can't be here. And it couldn't be here. So if this was pink, we would have to take this digit and it would have to be a 1. That's the only way that could work. So I think what I'm going to say is that this is always pink. Because if we take this digit, we have to take one or the other of these. One or the other or both. If we take this digit, it's just pink. If we take this digit, and we have to have one or the other. If we take this digit, we still have to have a 1, and the only place we could find it is here. So this is pink, which I think is going to force our greenness, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that forces you. And now our pink is constrained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here. And now you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now this has to go where? I don't know. I don't know the answer. I know that these are done though. Right? And we also knew that this, one of those had to be orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Orange has to grow and it can't grow here. It has to grow there. So that is orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is done. And that means that green just has to slip in here, right? Oops, I drew a line incorrectly. This. What do we think about that? Not 1, a 4, 5 means a 5, 6 here, but it can't be a 6. 5, that's 4. 4 means this is 6, this is 3, this is a 1, 2 pair, this is 5, 4, this is a digit less than 4. There's no 4 here, there's no 5 here, there's no 4 or 5 here. You're not 4 or 6. You're not 5. You can be 4. You just are 2. 1, 2. Not 2. 3, 4, 5. 1 must be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6 is over here. What's left over here? This was part of the 3, 4, 5 triple, and it's not 3. So that is a 4, 5. We still have a weird 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arrangement, but it is just the 1. We know that because the 1, we already used the 1 there. So this is 2, 3, 6. That's definitely 3, so that's definitely 6. So that is just the 2, the 4, the 2. And this is the 6 is just here. This is part of a 3, 4, 5 triple that's not 3. 4, 5 there. Okay. 4, 5 pair, 3, 4 pair. 3, 5 pair. This is probably just done. Am I missing something here? Something just bit me. Ow! A worm. If I put a 3 here, what goes here? Nothing does. That's a 5. And that's a 3. And that's a 5. And that's a 4. And that's a 3. And a 4 and a 3. Oops, 3 and a 5. Okay, that was very enjoyable. Again, it was challenging, kind of like the last one. I was like, or the Galactic Battle or whatever. No, that's not what it's called. It's Galaxies. Like just some very distinct puzzle phases. So I totally screwed that up in an embarrassing way from starting. But if you don't do it in an embarrassing way, I think it's fairly smooth. I do feel like I had some leaps that were like, I'm sure there was a more elegant way to see things, but overall, I like that. That's interesting. I think I'm not sure that I've done a puzzle quite like that, where thermometers dictate regions. That was cool. The figuring out how they work together was interesting. That just was like, it felt like a lot of logic that was unfamiliar, which was cool. All right. Am I going to really try to do this? I guess I will try. We are trying to finish. So we're going from galactic. No, we're going from exothermic in the lower right. So it's 3, 4, 5, 1. We're going to here. 3, 4, 5, 1. This time we can actually do the thing. A 2, 6, right? We did it. And that is very funny that we just get free fog. Is that what just happened? That's very charming. Great. Free fog. That's funny. Okay, I should probably read the rules. Shade cells using 2 colors such that each color forms an orthogonally connected region and no 2 by 2 areas is a single color. Ditch and cage cells indicate how many cells of the same color are seen orthogonally, including the other. Is this a yin-yang sightline fog? 2 colors such that each color forms an orthogonally connected region and no 2 by 2 area is a single color. Digits in cage cells indicate how many cells of the same color, British spelling, are seen orthogonally from that position, including itself. Maybe you always do that. The other color blocks vision. You probably always do that, and I don't know why I'm just noticing it. Digits in cage cells indicate how many cells of the same color are seen orthogonally from that position, including itself. Other color blocks vision. White blocks sight on the boundary between 2 regions. Additionally, they separate consecutive digits. British covered in fog, etc., etc. Will clear, possibly. So on and so forth. So, how do we do this? I mean, this is, we can see that this wants to be whatever. That's the thing we can see. I guess that means we know this comes out. So this sees 2 or 3. This is a 2 or 3. Is that a fair assessment of the situation? That means these are 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's a horrible color for those. That kind of thing. And the 5 and the 6 kind of just exist. So, we know there's a yin-yang boundary here. I mean, we know there's a color switch, right? And we know there's no more than 2 of those ever. There could be one right here. Is there always a white dot? White dots lie on the boundary between 2 regions. Probably not. I'm sure not all white dots are given. Okay, so how do we do this? How do we do this? We know, right, this has to be a 6. This only sees 5. We know in a yin-yang puzzle, there's at least 2 solid walls, if not 3 solid walls, right? Just a requirement of yin-yangness. And this wall has a division. And this must have a division, because if it didn't, it would see at least 6, right? In other words, there has to be a color change on this wall, because if this was a one solid color. So doesn't that force a 6 here? And does that force this to be green, or is it possible to be red? No, this is a solid wall. Now, and there's a color change over here, and there's a color change here. So if this were red, there would be another color change, and that's not allowed. So this must be green. And it also means that this is gray, or whatever we're making it, red, and it's a 2, right? And this is red. Yin Yang Fog. Have we ever done a Yin Yang Fog puzzle? This, I don't know. I'm definitely going to confuse myself, unfortunately. Like a boundary, this is red to avoid a 2 by 2, right? This is green to avoid a 2 by 2. That means this sees 3, 4, or 5, and it's not 5. So it can't, oops, sorry, it's not 5. This sees either these 3, or it may see this one. So that does mean that this is 2, 3, 4, or 5, and it's not 3 or 4. But that's fine, I think. That is a 3 or a 4. So what do we know about that? What do we know about it? Okay, so what are you? Are you green? This is a solid wall, right? There's not another color change here. Whatever happens, this is not green, because if this was green, this 5 would be there. So this is definitely red. Red definitely does this. Green must make an appearance. We can't have a checkerboard, so we must do that. Green must get out. Does that check out? It's not impossible that that's all green. Maybe it's likely even if this is a 3. One of you is a 6. 3 would put a 2. Definitely 6 over here. Definitely a 1 over here. Oh, we just see 3 here. Duh. Means 1 is not a possibility. 1 was, I don't know. 1's not a possibility. But it's got to be, it's a 2-4 pair. Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4. This sees 4. That sees 2. And this is a 1, 5, 6 triple. And this can never be a 1. It's a 5 or a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total digits that this could see. I think it's hard for it to be a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I suppose, is possible. Is that really true? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is always green, or this is only a 4. And then that means that we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least. Those are always green. So this is red. That seems outrageous. Does that mean we've got to get around like this? Or how do we... No, green's got to fully... I think I broke the puzzle. I don't know, maybe it's still possible. To get green out here, if red comes here and green comes up or vice versa, I think we're still okay. I mean, red's got to get out. Right? We put red here. No, I think I lied about this. This red could, I think we're still there's definitely a red digit in here. This needs to see 5 of something. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it is still possible for it to see. No, because if this is green, well, I guess it still works actually. It definitely couldn't see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it could do that. So this sees 3 or 4. And it's not 3. So it definitely sees 4. So this is green. As implausible as it may appear. That means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means this is the 6. Means there's no 6 there. That's 1, 5. So this is a 1, 5 pair, and we know the order. This is 2, 3, 6, and we know a little bit about that. 2, 3, 6. That's not 3. That's not 2 or 6. That's not 3. You're fine. What do we not know this yet? It seems like a thing we should know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, no, it wouldn't actually. This couldn't be red because if this were red, this would also be 5. So this must be green, which means this is red, which means this does seem 4. See 4. This is 5. That's 1. That's 5. Right? I mean, we seem okay with our green so far. One of you people must be green. Okay. One's going to be over here. 6. 3 is here. You just are the 6. There's a 1 and a 2 here. There's a 1 and a 5 here. And there is a 4 and a 6 here. And there is a 2 and a 3 here. These must be friends, so that's not a 1. It is a 5, a 1. This could be either 1, unfortunately. Sadly, tragically, regrettably, 1, 5 here, which we will know. That's the 1. That's the 5. Keep forgetting that this is a fog puzzle. Very interesting. 2, 3, 4, 6. So this just sees 6 and that's all it can see. Which is 6. And this must be green. 4, 6. You must be 2, 6. Other half of a 2, 3 pair makes you the 2, the 3, the 2, the 4, and the 3. Love this, but we're not done yet. Let me make sure that we can't have isolated anything here. So you are done. You need to see 2 things. If you were green, you would see too many. You would see too many. So you must be red, and you already see enough, so you must be green. No checkerboards. No islands. And that's hopefully all good. Blobz, that is so good. Okay. I obviously enjoy this series, but I love this. And I especially love that it's like worms within worms. This pretty easily my favorite one. Was that really my time on that? 12 minutes? I would have guessed it took me longer. Oh, that was so good. That one was great. Oh, I really enjoyed that. It kind of makes up hopefully for how badly I did on the previous puzzle. Oh yeah, very good. Really interesting. Really interesting. Surely there's been a yin yang fog puzzle so far, but the yin yang plus the fog plus the kropkis was actually kind of nice because it helped constrain where to look. My main problem was the coloring. Okay, I do have to go do some more work. hopefully these solves were helpful. I apologize for the clumsy one, but it's another great series, and what a big finish. Really enjoyed that. I truly am very tempted to just redo heuristic. So maybe I'll just give that a shot on my own time and just see, because these were so smooth, easy breezy. And then like, some bumps along the road with me making errors, but like the big, really stuck the landing. Really like the narcotic. Yeah, they were all good. I don't know why I had a hard time with heuristic. Maybe I just took me a while to get my brain into these 6x6s. Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Thank you. Wait. Okay, goodbye. Thanks.